Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores' offense is on the field for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Commodores headed quickly to the line.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Tons of room in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play.
There he goes. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Commodores want to move quickly. Quick release by the QB. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll send the tight end in motion. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you could name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Leaves it with the running back. What powerful running, just driving the short. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be fit.
Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down mark. This time they'll go to the running game. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown time! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is lining up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Davis. Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Commodores send out the punt unit. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be knocked down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Edge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the optional.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. All through his fingers. He muffed it. Touchdown, Bama! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. So much for putting your heels on the 10 and not going backwards. He didn't want to just let that go. He grabbed it and took it to the house.
And when you got that kind of ability, I will give you the green light. Absolutely. You just catch it and you just go. He does the refs 10-yard line, 5-yard line, 1-yard line. When you do that, it's all gravy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he's going to ring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed. and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Commodores now... Long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Going to the running game. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown time! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arizona State somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either.
The give out of the gun.
Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys. Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game.
And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Hawkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Davis. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Skips away from pressure. gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Using his legs to buy some time. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ferguson. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe...
There he goes! Stumbled to the ground.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd in management. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's loose. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Alabama! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 25 over Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the play fake. Looking left. Zips it out to his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on turning it on. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it. Hold.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. The world, the offensive. That disaster.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Commodores line up to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Throwing on the run. Working that deep right side. An excellent concentration on the catch.